I love the cooler temperatures, but some people may want some hotter temperatures. So is it going to heat up a little later this week?
You know, we'll get back to the 80s as we go through this week. It's not going to be 70s for the rest of this week like we saw yesterday. I mean, yesterday was a complete turnaround from what we saw last Saturday. We had 101 degrees for the high temperature last Saturday, which was a record high. This Saturday, we only reached 74 degrees. It's actually the coolest day we've had since late May. So a big turnaround due to a lot of cloud cover and what we call cold air damming, that wedge pattern really setting up here this weekend. Last Sunday, we had 102 degrees. This Sunday, for today, I'm only expecting 80 degrees. We're replacing that heat dome that we had last weekend where you have that strong area of high pressure trapping in that heat like a dome. It kind of keeps the air stagnant and keeps the air from rising and escaping. We're replacing that with that wedge pattern here for this weekend. So high pressures to our north, you've got cooler air wedging down up against the mountains. That cooler air gets trapped and then it spreads out towards the rest of the Carolinas. And that stall boundary to our south still has moisture over top of that cooler air, and that's why we're having the clouds and misty and drizzle conditions at times. Still have a little bit of light rain this morning to deal with, but it's not widespread, very spotty stuff. This morning, most of us are dry, starting in the mid to upper 60s. We'll call it upper 50s for our friends in the high country. If you get cold easily, man, you might need a lighter jacket in the mountains as you head to brunch or church services this morning. Looking at your night's baseball forecast, looks a little better today. I don't think we'll see quite as much mist this afternoon. Matter of fact, might even see some peaks of sunshine later today. The game starts at 5:05. First pitch, 80 degrees. Low humidity as well today. Lower humidity with peaks of sun, pleasant conditions. I won't rule out a spotty shower by the final out of this game, but still, I think it is going to be mainly dry. Just have the poncho handy for that game and Charlotte FC later this evening. Mid to upper 70s and low 80s for high temperatures. I do think the better chance for low 80s will be east of I-85. That's where I think we'll see a little bit more sunshine today. Futurecast showing a few more spotty showers here and there. Not a washout. I do think the coverage will be lower than yesterday. Tomorrow morning, starting with a little bit more sunshine, I do think we'll see some peaks of sun through the day with a lot of high clouds overhead as well. And then rain will spread in from south to north as we go through Monday evening and Monday night. So I do think rain chances will gradually increase as most of you get home from work or picking up the kids from daycare tomorrow evening. Looking at lows tonight, we drop back to the low to mid 60s. Looking at those mid 50s for the mountains. Tomorrow, we're going to be in the low to mid 80s, lower 70s for the high country. National Hurricane Center, keep an eye on a disturbance. It's an area of low pressure developing off of this cold front. That could form into a tropical cyclone within the next couple of days, if not within the next week. However, it's not going to be a threat to us here in the Carolinas. This is going to move offshore. No concern there. Also, National Hurricane Center watching a wave coming off the coast of Africa. 20% chance of tropical development there within the next week. Something we'll keep an eye on. No threat to the mainland at this time. Our main thing will be an area of low pressure, a coastal low that forms middle of this week, which swings a lot of moisture our way by Wednesday, and that's going to bring a higher rain chance by Wednesday, Thursday, and possibly even into Friday of this week. So if you have any plans Thursday night, possibly also into Friday, probably going to have maybe some higher rain chances for Charlotte FC and Carolina Panthers preseason game Friday night. Temperature staying in the 80s, not going to be seeing more 70s, but still a few rain chances around, lower humidity sticking around too until the middle of the week.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.